Ryan Banafitemi and Jim Schwartz. I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
We've got a chance now for our starting lineups. From point guard to center, this game should be a good one.
Now here's Plum.
There's the three. Rebounded by Copper.
I know the Sparks, the organization, and the fans are thrilled to have Cameron Brink, the second overall pick in the 2024 draft.
And she's the type of player LA is going to build around. In college, a national champion as a freshman, first-team All-American as a senior. Brink is known for her defense, an incredible shot blocker, and that's the basis for the Sparks defense.
Now here is Stevens. Shot clock at 5. Out to the wing. Here's Sims. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
A disciplined player with a consistent offensive attack. Sims alters the game in so many different ways.
Whitcomb with it. She's guarded by Plum. Whitcomb misses. Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Plum. Good on the three-point shot.
When Plum takes a three, she means it. She doesn't force her own shot from range.
Leah Copper for three.
It's good from long range.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. Phoenix with the ball. Fires from deep. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
Are you kidding me? Copper is shredding defenders with her handles.
Pass to Jackson. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Those two, they just keep going right at each other from deep.
A little one-on-one action we've got on our hands here, Tim.
I'm not complaining.
Copper. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Hamby with the ball.
Sabali's there.
Outside Sims. And that comes off the assist by De'Erica Hamby.
An impact perimeter player. Sims uses a mature feel for the game to score points.
Pass to Copper. Stevens grabs the board.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Jackson outside.
Hamby shoots over Sabali and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Whitcomb. Over to the wing. Thomas a screen. Here's Uzan. Thomas, good.
Well, the paint is Thomas's bread and butter because she is very confident in her ability to score inside.
Up top, Plum. Shoots over Whitcomb. Another one falls for the Sparks. Phoenix trailing here. Thomas a screen. Here's Copper. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for 2.
All right, I know you're both wildly unqualified, but I'm going to make you GMs for the day here. Do you go with a deep team or a top-heavy roster?
I'm going top-heavy. You need elite talent to win in this league, and multiple stars always help with that.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll throw in the talent pool in this league is just so deep. Those so-called depth players, they're still really good.
Now here's Plum. She's got 5. For 3.
It's hauled in by Uzan.
Copper outside. Wide open look. And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And the lead goes right back over. What a seesaw battle we've got here.
Absolutely. This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can grab it. Somebody's got to take charge.
Let's see how it plays out.
Back to Hamby. Some solid defense from Satu Sabali. Phoenix leading. Pass to Copper. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Plum. Sims with it. Picked up by Sabali. Here's Jackson. Mercury with the rebound. Outside Whitcomb. The three is up. Hamby grabs the miss.
You know, she shouldn't miss those, but, you know, it happens to the best of them.
Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. Melissa Thomas with the rebound.
You know, she keeps jacking up those threes without much to show for it. She's going to lose the green light very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Thomas.
Pass to Uzan. Now here's Copper.
She's guarded by Stevens. To the inside. Poked loose. And here is Sims. Outside Plum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hamby with the ball. Tries to snap the cold streak. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
Awesome to see zero hesitation from Hamby there. Gets the pass, gets the shot off, points on the board.
And the two-time sixth player of the year. You can't deny the impact of De'Erica Hamby.
Yeah, and now she's too good to win that award. You have to start Hamby. A huge part of the Aces' first title team in 2022. Really, to me, one of the most underrated and overlooked players in the league.
Here's Uzan.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Puts up a three. The rebound by Odyssey Sims. The Sparks with the lead. Stevens the screen.
Now here's Jackson.
Kelsey Plum from outside. And the Sparks, another three.
And this is the mindset Plum has to possess, because when she buries quick shots, it gets her going.
Copper outside. Crafty move. And the layup is good.
She just used her height that time down low. That's a pretty hard play to defend against.
Plum with it. She's got 8. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
I love how intense Kelsey Plum can be, taking her motion into the defense to get the whistle.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, league MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
Now here's Alaman.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one. And she knocks down the first one. The Mercury making a switch here. She hits both from the stripe. And it's the Mercury with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
Mack.
She's covered by Hamby.
Pass to Cannon.
Fires from the corner. And she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Copper outside. Shoots over Alaman. Copper no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often, because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Here's Cannon. Outside Brink.
Passed on Lamar. Fires for 3.
Good. And Cameron Brink getting a dime.
And that's what built them the early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
Now here's Prince. From deep, Satu Sabali bangs home the trifecta.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a 3-point contest.
Alaman with it. She's covered by Copper. Hamby right side. Passed Alaman. The tray. She can't get it to go. The Mercury trail. Leah Copper for 3. And the Mercury another 3.
We've seen that Copper is capable of big things on offense. And I'm starting to think this is going to be one of those nights.
Now Alaman. to Brink. It's rebounded by Phoenix. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Copper outside. Floats one up. Hamby grabs the miss. Over Copper. He got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. The Sparks on top, up 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
And the Mercury with possession. Trailing by 4. Pass to Brown. Prince. Here's Uzan. Let's go with a 3. And it's Prince missing. Now here's Plum. Prince covering. Here's Russell. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
A player just made for the pick-and-roll game. Plum's decision-making, along with her shooting ability, make her difficult to defend.
Now here's Sabali. They set the pick. Here's Uzan. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. It goes on Julie Alemán.
Founded back in 2021, the Commissioner's Cup has been an awesome addition to the WNBA season, Brian.
Oh, we all have loved it. It brings extra excitement to the schedule. So much so that the NBA adopted their own version of it.
Yeah, and it's been great in the NBA. And what I love about it, we get a final way before the final. So you get a taste of postseason pressure a lot earlier.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Dewana Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their second title.
Here's Uzan.
We're now around a minute and a half into the second quarter. The Sparks with the lead. Here's Alemán. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul.
And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there.
Here's Uzan.
Six on the shot clock. Back to Sabali. From the yard, drills the three-pointer.
Oh, this is a shot Sabali can make with ease. She's also smart at knowing when to test her ring.
Outside Plum. The shot is good off the backboard.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Sabali. She has 6. Pass to Prince.
Mack. Here's Uzan.
She's guarded by Alemán.
Uzan misses.
And here are the Sparks now. They've led by as much as 10.
Plum misses.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Inside, Mack. It's hauled in by Burrell. Down low. 7-foot shot. Russell misses.
Pass to Uzan.
Back to Sabali. Now here's Prince. And she banks in the layup.
They carried out the plan perfectly that time around.
Outside Plum. Past Alama. And it's off from three-point range. Phoenix trailing here.
Here's Uzan.
To the paint. Stolen by Russell. Now Plum. And here's Burrell. Back to Plum. They double-team Kelsey Plum. Pass to Burrell. Alema. The three ball. Again, the miss by the Sparks. To the middle.
Here's Mack.
The layup missed. Here's Burrell. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the three ball is good.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Pass to Sabali. Now Brown, guarded by Russell. The fadeaway. That misses off the backboard. And the Sparks with possession here. They're leading by 8. And stolen by Brown. Outside Sabali. It drops for her third basket. She's only missed one shot.
A mix of finesse and length gets Sabali the inside shot. Such a skillful player.
Here's Alema.
Good. And Cameron Brink getting the dime.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Brown. On the wings, Satu Sabali connects from three-point range.
The team gets Sabali set up perfectly. She starts her shooting motion the instant she has the ball.
To the inside, Russell, and she makes good on the layup.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Pass to Prince. And here's Sabali. Here's Prince. Outside Sabali. No good from outside. Now here's Alaman. She's got 9. Pass to Russell. Good D from Kalani Brown.
Here's Uzan.
She's guarded by Alaman. Outside Sabali. And she drops it in from the low post.
Because of Sabali's impressive physical skills, I'm never surprised when she pulls off these contact finishes.
Now here's Alaman. She's guarded closely. Plum gets the buckets.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Here's Mack.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game.
Here's Uzan.
And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's Burrell, guarded by Sabali. Plum with it. That one drops for her.
It's obvious that Plum has found her rhythm tonight. Nice to see her making a big impact on that end.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, that put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first few years. Didn't shoot a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game. She's been top 5 and most improved player 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
Now here's Russell. 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead. Yes, it's good. Phoenix with the ball. Here's Uzan. Pass to Sabali. And good as it snugs right down through the net.
Well, because of her versatility, Satu Sabali can give this team whatever it needs. Tonight, it's been about the points.
Kelsey Plum from outside.
Mack grabs the miss.
This gives them the opportunity to get within 10.
Here's Uzan.
She's guarded by Alaman. Here's Brown. After 2 misses to start the game, she's on the board with that shot.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Kelsey Plum from outside. Brown grabs the board. And it's the Mercury with the ball. 8-point game. Brown sets a screen. Here's Sabali. The shot from the low post is good.
Intelligent play call by Satu Sabali. The pick and roll gets her all the space she needs.
Kelsey Plum from outside. And she's good on the 3-ball.
Well, that's her shot, guys, so you can't just give it to her. You've got to get up on her.
And the Mercury call time here.
Both teams changing it up here. Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Copper. And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession. Here's Copper. 18 points for her. And good that time.
Laser focused. Copper nailing the mid-range.
Stevens the screen. Pass to Jackson. Outside Plum.
Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Now here's Copper. She's got 20.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Here's Sims.
And what a bonus for them to end the quarter as she beats the buzzer.
Now that is how you use every last second on the clock.
And the first half now in the books. The Sparks on top, up by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get... And the second half about to start in just a few moments. A fantastic game from Kelsey Plum in this one.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
Pass to Uzan. And here's Copper. Over Jackson. Rebound by the Sparks. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
And in 2023, the Sparks went 17-23 and missed the playoffs by just 1 win.
They were firmly in before they lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I think a stronger finish to the year is a point of emphasis for this staff.
You know, I just can't get over the fact that Alyssa Thomas has been playing with 2 torn labrums for years now. I mean, talk about toughness.
Yeah, hence her one-handed shooting style. But she's an absolute warrior. She's not only playing through pain, she's doing it at an elite level.
And we know Alyssa Thomas is an outstanding all-around offensive player, but her defense is elite as well.
I mean, normally she's all defense. She's finished second in Defensive Player of the Year voting. She's led the league in steals. Thomas, you talked about her all-around game on offense, but defensively, she makes a very big impact.
And the 2024 rookie class, absolutely loaded. But what is your favorite pick from that draft?
I'm going second overall with Cameron Brink. She's just a force, an elite shot blocker, maybe one of the best shot blockers in the league from day one. That defense is special. Plus, she's got a great offensive game.
And I'm going with the easy answer, Caitlin Clark. Her presence is already changing this league, both on and off the floor.
Hamby, it's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game.
Shooting one.
And the free throw, no good.
You can trust Erica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and she'll go to the line.
And you look at the career of Kalia Copper. She really took advantage of that 2020 season.
Yeah, that was the wobble year down in Bradenton. A lot of players opted out, but Copper, she opted in. She had by far her best season. And in the 3 years since, she's been an all-star 3 times. And, oh, by the way, finals MVP with the Sky, too.
When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi is the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
Pass to Sabali. Good. Coming off the assist by Kalia Copper.
It's easy to see Copper's phenomenal fundamentals. When she sees a wide open shooter, she makes sure they get the ball.
Timeout called the Sparks. Phoenix on D.
They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Outside Plum. 5 to shoot. Hamby up top. The Sparks get it back. Pass to Plum. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Well, when Kelsey Plum is getting buckets inside, it's scary because she already does so much damage with her playmaking and perimeter game.
Copper. And that one drops for her.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Inside, here's Plum, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, it's the tall frame of Stevens that allows her to see the floor so well and distribute accordingly.
Now here's Copper, guarded by Jackson.
From deep, Copper no good. The Sparks with the lead. Here's Hamby, and she finishes nicely on the layup.
The D can't give Hamby open lanes to the basket. That's just asking to be burned.
Pass to Copper.
Over Jackson.
Second chance shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Odyssey Sims. And this is her first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And for Satu Sabali, the WNBA is a family affair.
Her sister Naira is also in the league. Satu is more of a shooter while Naira is a big. However, they both represent the German national team.
Both good at the line.
And after 12 seasons with the Sparks, Nneka Ogwumike decided that 2023 would be her last with the organization.
Yeah, since going first overall in 2012, Ogwumike, an 8-time All-Star with the Sparks, winning MVP and the WNBA title in 2016. 2 community assist awards. They'll miss her in Los Angeles. Nneka, a legend in LA basketball history.
The Mercury with another miss. And here are the Sparks now. They held a 12-point lead earlier, and she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Plays hard, but always with respect, and it goes back to Thomas's graceful presence, not just on the court, but off the court.
And the first one falls for her.
And for Satou Sabally, her 3rd season was a good one. She was named the 2023 Most Improved Player.
Yeah, going from 11 to 18 points per game, looking much more comfortable offensively. Sabally, first-team All-WNBA, one of the 5 best players in the league.
Here's Hamby. Here's Plum. Kalia Copper with the rejection.
What timing by Copper, picking up the swat.
Down low. And that one's good, Thomas.
That pass allowed her to get straight to the rim in perfect stride.
And it's the Sparks ball, leading by 5. Timeout called the Sparks.
And Brian, what do you think it is about Kalia Copper that makes her such a top-tier offensive weapon?
Most would say her pure skills, but you can't overlook her effort level. When Copper's on the floor, she's giving you everything she has, and then some.
Past Alamont. Now here's Plum. Here's over Whitcomb. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And this is the challenge of defending such a gifted scorer like Kelsey Plum. If you don't give her shots, she's going to find them.
Leah Copper from outside. And it's Alamont with the rebound. Now the Sparks with it. 7-point differential. Here's Plum. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Sabally.
Yeah, that's a nifty move by Plum right there. Taking her shot right into the defense and making sure she gets the whistle.
The first one falls.
Well, the Sparks have missed the last 3 playoffs. Rare to see LA struggle like this.
An original WNBA team, they missed the postseason just 4 times in their first 24 seasons. Now, this franchise has the best winning percentage in league history, so you expect they'll turn it around pretty soon.
And the Mercury with possession. They trail by 9 points. Thomas with the ball. Hamby covering. And Thomas gets it to go.
Beating opponents with physicality. I love that rugged, old-school style that Thomas can bust out.
Hamby, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. Back to Whitcomb. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
And Tim, you talk about never giving up. Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010. Didn't make her W debut until 2017. That's perseverance.
Yeah, a 28-year-old rookie. Sammy never gave up on that dream of playing in the league. In college, you think about, her three-point shooting was good. It was 33%. But in the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
Outside, Sabally sinks the three-pointer.
An effective offensive weapon. I like when Sabally stays aggressive on this end and capitalizes from there.
Here's Plum. Mercury with the rebound.
Credit the D there. Got in her face, got her hands up, made sure she was not comfortable on the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on her. Didn't allow her the space she needed to get a good shot off. I just love that effort.
The shot's finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
And it's good for 2.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Pass to Thomas. No good with the layup. The Sparks with the lead. Now Lemon. 9 points in the game. Stevens, that's good.
Crisp pass into the paint.
And so here's Phoenix. Thomas outside. Over Stevens. The shake. Thomas, no good. To the paint. Pass to Whitcomb. Another shot. Hamby grabs the miss. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Back to Plum. Sims with it. Guarded by Sabali. Clock at 4. Allen, good.
Well, this is the time to push it and try to extend the lead. They are looking determined.
Yeah, you love to make this kind of push in the third quarter and set yourself up well for crunch time.
It's a big difference having a bigger lead going into the fourth.
Now here's Whitcomb. She's guarded closely. Thomas. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside Plum. There's a screen by Stevens. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Copper left side. Takes the 3. Hamby grabs the miss. Pass to Sims. Here's Plum. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
Well, for most players, that's a bad shot. Not Kelsey Plum. She's got unlimited range.
Sabali with it. Mack. She's covered by Hamby. Whitcomb. That's good. And here are the Sparks now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Sims. Hamby a screen. Shot clock at 6. To the wing, right side. Here's Plum. It's rebounded by Thomas. Leah Copper for 3. Dreams it from beyond the arc.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Odyssey Sims for 3. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Sparks on top, up by 6. And after... Okay, fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. And here's Plum. Past Aleman. And here's Plum. Buries the long-range jumper.
Unstoppable offense for both teams. I love the pace of this game.
Yeah, the pace is only picking up the deeper we get into this game. This has absolutely been a fun one to watch.
Good on the triple.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Pass to Plum. Over Copper. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Here's Uzan. She's guarded by Aleman.
3 on the clock. A baseline J. And the Mercury tack on 2 more. Fourth quarter now. We're just about a minute and a half in. Pass to Plum. No good on the triple. The Mercury trail. Here's Prince. Off with the layup. To the inside.
Here's Uzan. Copper outside.
Cans it from downtown.
That three puts them well within striking distance, guys. She's had that shot working for her tonight.
You bet she has. I mean, look, the triple has just been her bread and butter in this ball game.
Here's Plum.
Here's Brink.
It's rebounded by Phoenix.
Now here's Prince.
To tie it up. Russell pulls it in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Alaman.
Defense is right there.
Cannon.
Pass to Plum.
Over Copper. Plum. That's good.
And when Plum gets quality shots like this, she does not pass up. Nice work.
Copper outside.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
Cannon. Prince covering. They get it again.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Tough to contain Russell around the rim. She has the size and frame to bother opponents.
The Mercury making a switch here.
Talking about the young Cameron Brink. She's already an elite shot blocker.
Well, it's rare for a player to come into the league with an elite top-end skill. But Brink has that combination of length and smarts, reads the game so well. Cameron's going to be a menace defensively for years.
Sinks that one from the post.
Once Russell gets inside, it's already too late. She has a nice touch around the basket.
On the wing, Kalia Copper.
Pass to Brown. Tipped away. The Sparks leading. Here's Plum. Rebounded by Copper.
Here's Uzan.
She's covered by Sims.
Copper outside.
Launches a 3. Kept alive. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Talk about playing with intensity. On the offensive glass, Brown is a matchup nightmare.
Here's Sims.
Kalia Copper with the rejection.
Here's Alemán.
Here's Brink.
But they recover it.
They get it back again. How many offensive rebounds have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Copper. It's hauled in by the Sparks. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Now here's Alaman.
He's covered closely. Count it from 12 feet.
Here's Uzan.
With some arc. Blocked.
At 6'6", Russell is a capable shot blocker. She knows how to make a statement on defense.
Here's Sims.
Great D that time from Kalia Copper.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. 6-point game.
Pass to Uzan.
Makes it off the glass.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Alaman with it.
Down low. Russell. Makes the bucket. She's now got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 on the game.
Well, it's tough trying to match up with Russell, guys, especially when she's established inside and looking to score.
And the Mercury call time here.
And the Mercury making a change here.
Pass to Uzan.
Copper. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession. The Sparks making a switch here. Thomas outside. Buries it from three-point range.
And what a bonus it is when Thomas is knocking down threes. Because when her perimeter game is on, the defense doesn't really know what to do.
Hamby, guarded by Sabali. Lets it go for 14. Hamby misses. The Mercury trail. Copper outside.
You know, Kalia Copper is the kind of versatile player a team can really count on. She's always there and ready to deliver, especially when it comes to points.
And she makes both free throws. And here are the Sparks now. Sims with it. Pass to Hamby. Jackson outside. Just 5 on the clock. The shot that time not on target. And here's Copper, guarded by Jackson. Now Copper to take the lead. Hamby grabs the miss. Right side Plum. Whitcomb grabs the miss. Pass to Copper. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Sparks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Now Plum. Jackson outside. Pass to Stevens. Sims. Here's Uzan. Kicks it out to Sabali. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Outside Plum. Stevens. Fader on the way. Chalk up 2 right there.
A productive athlete who seems to always be in control. How can you not be a fan of the balance that Stevens brings to the court?
Jackson outside. Stevens. Good, and the assist goes to Rickea Jackson.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Copper no good. The Sparks leading. Erica Hamby on the wing. Another 3 for the Sparks.
Great feed by Sims. With her court vision, she knows where all her teammates are.
Good on the bucket.
What a big-time play. Copper should get some gold for that one. Showing some poise and draining the important shot.
Pass to Hamby. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali. Now here's Copper. She's covered by Sims.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
Now here's Hamby, guarded by Sabali. Again, it's Hamby missing. Outside Whitcomb. A kick out to Copper. Pass to Uzan. Thomas a screen. Outside Whitcomb. Money! Oh, that is an enormous three-pointer.
Serious shots from Whitcomb, rising to the occasion.
And here is Sims. Pass to Hamby. Moves over Sabali. It's